I tell you that every test of faith you encounter is not a punishment, not a sign of abandonment, but rather evidence of your imminent expansion into greater states of being. There is an intelligence within you, call it God. Call it your wonderful human imagination that knows your capacity far better than your conscious mind ever could. Tonight I wish to share with you the profound truth that what appears as a test is actually preparation. What seems like delay is divine timing. What feels like loss is merely the clearing away of what can no longer serve your expanded state of consciousness. The nature of tests. Let us begin by examining what we mean by a test of faith. Many of you have been taught to view these tests as God's way of determining if you are worthy. This is not so. God, being your own wonderful human imagination, already knows all that you are and all that you can be. The test is not for God's information, but for your transformation. When you find yourself in circumstances where everything you believe seems challenged, where all external evidence contradicts your inner knowing, this is not God's doubt of you, but God's invitation to you. It is an invitation to rise above the world of effects and to stand firm in the world of cause, the world of imagination. Remember the words from Scripture. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This is not mere poetry. It is a precise description of the creative process. Faith is not blind hope. Faith is the actual substance, the spiritual material from which your desires are fashioned. When your faith is tested, the very substance of your creative power is being refined, purified, and strengthened. Just as gold must pass through fire to be purified, so must your faith pass through apparent contradictions to be strengthened. The law of assumption. I have taught you many times about the law of assumption. This law states that if you assume you are what you want to be and persist in that assumption, it must become fact in your world. This is not positive thinking. This is not mere affirmation. This is the creative power that spoke the worlds into being, now operating through you. But what happens when you make your assumption and then face circumstances that seem to mock that assumption? What happens when you declare, I am wealthy, and then receive an unexpected bill? What happens when you declare, I am loved, and experience rejection? What happens when you declare, I am healthy, and symptoms persist? This, my dear friends, is the test. And how you respond to this test determines the speed and manner of your manifestation. Most people, when faced with contradictory evidence, abandon their assumption. They conclude that the law has failed, that their technique was flawed, or that they themselves are unworthy of their desire. But I tell you now, with the authority of experience, that this moment of contradiction is the most crucial point in your manifestation. When the world says no to your assumption, it is not a final answer. It is a question. Will you persist? Will you remain faithful to your imagination? Will you continue to sleep in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, even when all of your senses deny it? The biblical pattern. Look to Scripture, for this pattern is revealed throughout. Consider Joseph, who dreamed of greatness only to be sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. Were these not tests of his faith? Yet every seeming setback was actually a setup for the fulfillment of his vision. Consider Moses, who was called to lead his people to freedom only to face a hardened Pharaoh and a seemingly impassable Red Sea. Was this not a test of faith? Yet these obstacles became the stage upon which God's power was most dramatically revealed. Consider David, anointed as king only to spend years running for his life from Saul. Was this not a test of faith? Yet this wilderness period prepared him to rule with wisdom and compassion. Consider the pattern of the entire Bible. It is the story of promises made, promises seemingly contradicted, and promises ultimately fulfilled in ways far greater than initially imagined. The mechanics of testing. Now let me explain to you the mechanics of these tests, for understanding transforms blind endurance into conscious cooperation. When you set a new assumption, you are essentially declaring a new state of consciousness. You are saying, this is who I am now. But your physical reality, your body, your circumstances, your relationships, these are all reflections of who you have been. They are the harvest of seeds planted in the past. There is therefore an interval between the planting of your new assumption and the manifestation of its corresponding reality. This interval is not empty time. It is filled with transition, with the dissolving of the old and the formation of the new. During this interval, two things occur simultaneously. First, the conditions that no longer match your new state begin to dissolve. This often appears as loss, as challenge, as the removal of what you once thought essential. Second, the conditions that do match your new state begin to form. This often appears first as subtle changes, intuitions, synchronicities, the barely perceptible evidence that the new reality is taking shape. Most people fix their attention on what is dissolving and miss what is forming. They interpret the dissolution of the old as failure rather than as necessary clearing. This misinterpretation leads them to abandon their assumption just when it is beginning to take root. The test then is whether you will focus on what is dying or what is being born. Will you identify with the dissolving past or the emerging future? Will you be faithful to your senses or to your imagination? The scale of preparation. Now let us consider why these tests come and why they often seem proportional to the greatness of your desire. I tell you that the scale of the test is determined by the scale of the preparation required. If God is preparing you for something bigger, the preparation must match the expansion. Think of it this way. If you wish to move from a small apartment to a mansion, you would need to clear out possessions that wouldn't fit in your new home. You would need to adapt to new systems of maintenance. You would need to adjust to new neighbors and perhaps even a new concept of yourself as the owner of such a property. Similarly, if you are moving from a limited state of consciousness to an expanded one, there is preparation involved. Limiting beliefs must be cleared. Old habits must be released. Relationships that anchored you to your former self must either transform or dissolve. The greater the expansion, the more comprehensive the preparation. This is why those with the greatest visions often face the most significant challenges. It is not punishment. It is preparation. Consider the life of anyone who has achieved greatness in any field. Without exception, you will find periods of testing that preceded their breakthrough. These tests were not obstacles to their achievement. They were the very forge in which their achievement was fashioned. The rebirth process. What you are experiencing when your faith is tested is nothing less than a death and rebirth process. The limited self must die for the expanded self to be born. In John 12:24, Jesus expresses this principle beautifully. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Your old concept of self is the seed that must fall to the ground and die. The apparent loss, the confusion, the contradiction, these are all part of the dying process. But from this death comes multiplication, expansion, and abundance beyond what the single seed could contain. This is why Jesus also said, whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. He was not speaking of physical death, but of the surrender of limited identity for the sake of expanded being. When your faith is tested, you are being invited to lose your life, your limited concept of self, in order to find your life, your expanded awareness of who you truly are. The practical response to tests. How then should you respond when your faith is tested? Let me give you practical guidance. First, recognize the test for what it is: not punishment, not failure, but preparation and opportunity. This recognition alone will transform your experience. Second, double down on your assumption. When external evidence contradicts your inner knowing, that is precisely the moment to intensify your assumption. Do not merely maintain it, strengthen it. As darkness increases, so should your inner light. Third, look for the evidence of your assumption's fulfillment, no matter how small. There is always evidence if you train your eyes to see it. A synchronicity, a small improvement, a mona dia, a moment of unexpected peace. These are the early sprouting of your manifestation. Fourth, use your imagination more vividly and more frequently. If you have been imagining your desire once a day, begin to do it 3 times. If you have been seeing it vaguely, begin to add detail. Make the colors brighter, the sounds clearer, the feelings more intense. Fifth, detach from the how and the timeline. The test often comes in the form of manifestation, unfolding in a way you did not expect or on a schedule you did not anticipate. Your job is not to dictate the path or the timing, but to maintain the end, the state of wish fulfilled. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, find the gratitude in the present moment. Thanksgiving is the highest form of faith. To give thanks before the manifestation is visible is to truly live from the end. It is the ultimate declaration that your assumption is more real to you than your current circumstances. The greater purpose being prepared. Now let us consider what it means that God is preparing you for something bigger. What is this something bigger that awaits beyond the test? I tell you that the something bigger is not merely an improved circumstance. It is not just more money, better health, or a loving relationship, though it may include all of these. The something bigger is an expanded state of consciousness. God, your own wonderful human imagination is preparing you to occupy a state where you know yourself as the creator of your reality, where you move through life with the confident expectation of good, where you understand that external circumstances are not causes but effects of your inner state. This expanded consciousness is what Jesus referred to when he said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." It is a state where you no longer live in fearful reaction to the world, but in creative relationship with it. It is a state where you understand that all power has been given unto you in heaven and earth. The tests come not to determine if you deserve this state, but to develop in you the capacity to maintain it. For what good would it do to place you in an expanded state if you lack the spiritual musculature to remain there? The pattern in your own life. I invite you now to look at your own life and identify the pattern of tests and preparation. For this pattern has been unfolding since your birth, and once recognized, it becomes a source of tremendous confidence. Think of a significant manifestation in your life or relationship, a career achievement, a personal transformation. Now look back at the period preceding its appearance. Did you not experience tests of your faith? Did you not face circumstances that seemed to contradict your desire? Yet here you are, having moved through those tests into manifestation. The very fact that you have manifested anything at all is proof that you have already passed tests of faith. Now apply this understanding to your current tests. If you have manifested before, can you not manifest again? If you have moved through tests before, can you not move through them now? The God who tested and prepared you then is testing and preparing you now. And the something bigger that awaits you is as much greater than your current desire as your current reality is greater than what you once thought possible. The law of persistent assumption. I wish to share with you now what I call the law of persistent assumption, for it is the key to moving through tests of faith into manifestation. This law states any assumption persisted in, despite contradiction, must eventually harden into fact. Notice the crucial phrase, despite contradiction. This is where most fail. They make an assumption but abandon it at the first sign of contradiction. The law never had a chance to operate because persistence was lacking. But those who understand the mechanics of manifestation know that contradiction is not denial, it is opportunity. Every contradiction is an invitation to persist more firmly in your assumption. When you persist despite contradiction, you are doing something remarkable. You are choosing your imagination over your senses. You are declaring that what you see in imagination is more real, more substantial, more trustworthy than what you see with your physical eyes. This is precisely what Scripture means by walking by faith, not by sight. It is not blind optimism. It is clear-eyed recognition that imagination precedes and shapes physical reality. The test reveals whether you truly believe this. Do you believe that your imagination creates reality, or do you believe that reality dictates what you can imagine? Your response to contradiction answers this question. The biblical promise. Let me remind you of the promise given in Scripture, for it applies directly to these tests of faith. In 1 Corinthians 10:13 we read, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." The word translated as temptation here can also be translated as test or trial. The promise is clear. You will never be tested beyond your capacity to endure, and within every test is embedded the means of its transcendence. This is why I tell you that the test itself contains the preparation. The very circumstances that seem to challenge your faith are actually strengthening it if you respond with persistent assumption rather than with doubt and abandonment. The way out is not escape from the test, but transcendence through it. It is the discovery within yourself of resources you did not know you possessed: patience, courage, creativity, and most of all, an unshakable knowing that what you imagine must manifest. The evidence in your senses. There comes a moment in every manifestation when the evidence begins to appear in your sensory world. This is a crucial juncture, for many stumble even here. When the first evidence appears, it rarely comes as a complete manifestation. More often it comes as a sign, a partial fulfillment, a hint of what is to come. Those who understand the law recognize these signs and give thanks for them, knowing that they are proof of the law's operation. But those who do not understand the law often dismiss these signs as coincidence or as too little too late. They continue to focus on what is still lacking rather than on what is beginning to appear. I tell you that the first evidence, no matter how small, is as significant as the full manifestation. It is confirmation that the bridge of incidence is being built between your current reality and your desired state. When you acknowledge and give thanks for this evidence, you accelerate the manifestation. You are declaring to your subconscious mind, to the God within you, that you recognize and appreciate the creative process at work. This thanksgiving does not come from a place of lack. Thank you for this little bit, but I still need more. It comes from a place of fulfillment. Thank you for this outer confirmation of what I have known inwardly all along. The ultimate test and preparation. Now I wish to share with you what I consider the ultimate test and preparation, the one that underlies all others. The ultimate test is this: can you see God in all things? Can you recognize that every circumstance, every person, every apparent obstacle is God in disguise, molding you, shaping you, preparing you? This is not abstract theology. This is practical spirituality. For when you truly see God in all things, you cease to fight against circumstances and begin to work with them. You cease to resist what is and begin to discover the gift within it. This does not mean passive acceptance of conditions you do not desire. It means active engagement with the divine purpose within those conditions. It means asking not, why is this happening to me? But what is this preparing me for? When you ask this better question, answers begin to appear. You discover that the difficult colleague is teaching you patience, that the financial constraint is teaching you creativity, that the health challenge is teaching you to value each day. These lessons are not incidental to your manifestation. They are integral to it. For the something bigger that God is preparing you for is not just a better circumstance, but a better you, more aware, more grateful, more aligned with your true nature as a creative being. The role of surrender. There is a paradox at the heart of manifestation that becomes clear when we understand tests of faith. The paradox is this: to manifest what you desire, you must surrender the need for it. This is not contradiction, it is completion. You must be clear about what you desire and firm in your assumption of its fulfillment. But you must also release attachment to particular forms and timelines. Surrender is not giving up on your desire. It is giving up the limitations you have placed upon how that desire can manifest. It is trusting that the God within you knows better than your conscious mind how to bring about your good in ways that bless all concerned. This surrender is itself a test of faith. Can you trust the process even when it unfolds in unexpected ways? Can you recognize that the apparent delay or detour might be the most direct route to your manifestation from a higher perspective? Those who master this surrender discover a profound truth. What manifests often exceeds what they imagined. The relationship is more fulfilling, the career more satisfying, the solution more elegant than what they had consciously conceived. This is because your conscious desire is just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath it lies your desire for growth, for meaning, for connection, for alignment with your higher self. When you surrender, you allow the fulfillment of these deeper desires alongside your conscious ones. The community of faith. I wish to touch now on the importance of community during tests of faith, for we are not meant to walk this path alone. When your faith is tested, there is great value in connecting with others who understand the law and are practicing it. Their understanding supports yours. Their faith reinforces yours. Their testimonies remind you of what is possible. This is why I stand before you tonight sharing these principles. This is why we gather together. We are creating a community of faith, a collective field of consciousness that makes it easier for each of us to maintain our individual assumptions. In the presence of doubt, doubt flourishes. In the presence of faith, faith flourishes. Choose carefully, therefore, the company you keep during times of testing. Seek out those who will support your assumption, who will remind you of your plan till you momentarily forget it. And when you are strong, be that support for others. Share your testimonies, not to boast, but to bolster faith. Not to set yourself above, but to demonstrate what is possible for all. The eternal nature of the process. As we near the conclusion of our time together, I wish to share one more truth about tests of faith and preparation. It is this process never ends. It is not a one-time event, but an eternal unfolding. You will never reach a point where tests cease, where faith is no longer required, where preparation is complete. This is not because you are lacking or because the law is flawed. It is because expansion is the nature of life itself. As you successfully move through one test, you will set intentions for greater manifestations, which will require greater preparation, which will involve new tests. This is not a burden, it is a blessing. It is the mechanism through which infinite being experiences itself in ever-expanding ways through you. Those who resent this process remain stuck in cycles of frustration. Those who embrace it discover joy in the journey itself, not just in the destinations reached along the way. The invitation before you. And so, my dear friends, I leave you with this invitation. See the tests of faith in your life right now as evidence not of failure, but of imminent expansion. Recognize that these very circumstances that seem to challenge your faith are actually building your capacity for greater manifestation. Do not ask for easier tests, ask for stronger faith. Do not seek to avoid preparation, seek to embrace it fully, knowing that it precedes manifestation as surely as spring precedes summer. When doubt arises, and it will remind yourself that doubt too is part of the process. It is the final resistance of the old self before surrendering to the new. Welcome it, acknowledge it, and then gently return to your assumption. Remember that you are not alone in this process. The same God that tests your faith provides the strength to endure it. The same imagination that conceived your desire contains the power to manifest it. Above all, know that what awaits you on the other side of these tests is not merely the fulfillment of a particular desire, but an expanded awareness of who you truly are, a created being made in the image of God, with all power in heaven and earth given unto you. This is the something bigger for which you are being prepared. This is the prize that makes every test worthwhile. This is the truth that sets you free. And now, in the silence of your own being, I invite you to feel the reality of your desire as already fulfilled. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the love that accompanies this fulfillment. Let this feeling sink deep into your consciousness, knowing that as you assume this state faithfully, persistently, despite all contradiction, it must harden into fact in your world. For this is the law, and the law is certain. This is the promise, and the promise is sure. This is the truth, and the truth has set you free. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Imagine having the power to shape your reality, to manifest anything you desire, simply by saying 2 words. What if I told you these words have the ability to unlock doors to a life of abundance, success, and happiness? Sounds too good to be true, right? But it's not. Today we're diving deep into the teachings of Neville Goddard, a man who understood the extraordinary power of our words and thoughts. For decades, Neville Goddard has been a guiding light for those who want to tap into their limitless potential. He believed that your imagination, combined with the right words, can bend reality to your will. And today we'll reveal 2 simple but incredibly powerful words that he claimed are the key to manifesting whatever you want. These 2 words are more than just a phrase. They are a tool that, when used correctly, can turn your dreams into your reality. But here's the catch. You must never speak them out loud to others. Why? We'll uncover that mystery in just a moment. In this video, you will learn exactly how these 2 words can change your life, how to use them, and why keeping them private is so crucial to your success. We'll also explore how Neville Goddard's teachings can help you harness the full potential of your mind and create the life you've always wanted. So stick with me until the end, because the power to transform your life is just a few words away. And you won't want to miss how this simple practice can lead to the most amazing results. Welcome to Limitless Mindset. If you're ready to unlock the secrets of manifestation, hit that subscribe button and join us on this transformative journey. Let's dive in. Before we talk about the 2 powerful words that can transform your life, let's take a moment to understand the man behind these teachings. Neville Goddard was not just a teacher, but a visionary whose insights into the mind and reality have influenced thousands of people around the world. Born in Barbados in 1905, Neville Goddard started his journey in the world of spiritual philosophy at a young age. His fascination with the power of the mind led him to explore deep truths about human consciousness and the nature of reality. He wasn't your typical spiritual teacher. In fact, his approach was rooted in practicality and direct experience. Neville Goddard believed that the power to create your desired reality existed within each of us, and that imagination was the key to unlocking it. He saw the mind as a tool that, when used correctly, could shape the world around us. His most significant contribution to the philosophy of manifestation was his emphasis on feeling and imagination as the foundation of creating change. What made Neville's teaching stand out was his insistence that the world we experience is a reflection of our inner thoughts and beliefs. According to Neville, we are not victims of our circumstances. Instead, we are the creators of our own reality, and our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs play a vital role in shaping it. He introduced the idea that by imagining a desired outcome with intense feeling, you could bring that outcome into your life. This concept became known as the law of assumption. Neville's teachings went beyond simply repeating affirmations or positive thinking. He advocated for the use of imagination in a deep, meditative way as a tool to feel as though your desire has already been fulfilled. The more real the feeling, the more quickly the manifestation would come into your reality. His influence didn't end with his books or lectures. People who applied his methods reported remarkable transformations in their lives, finding love, wealth, success, and happiness, all by changing their inner world first. Neville Goddard's teachings have resonated across generations, and his ideas continue to inspire those seeking a more empowered and intentional way of living. Now that we have an understanding of Neville Goddard's foundational principles, it's time to delve into one of his most powerful teachings, the 2 words that can change your life. Before we talk about the 2 words that can help you manifest anything you desire, it's important to understand the power of words themselves. Words are more than just sounds or symbols. They are carriers of energy and intention. When we speak, we are not just expressing thoughts, but we are actively shaping our reality. Every word we utter sends out a vibration into the universe, creating an energetic imprint that influences the world around us. Think about it. When you say something positive, like "I am confident," you're sending out an affirmation of your confidence. In the same way, if you say something negative, like "I am not good enough," you're aligning yourself with feelings of inadequacy. Words are incredibly powerful tools that connect our inner world to the external world. What we say repeatedly can have a direct impact on what we experience. This is why Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of choosing your words carefully. According to him, the words we speak are a direct reflection of our thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. When you use words like "I am," you are affirming your identity and your reality. These words are not just empty phrases. They carry the vibration of your beliefs, and when spoken with conviction, they begin to shape your experiences. Affirmations, as Neville taught, are one of the most effective ways to manifest desires. But affirmations are not just about repeating words mindlessly. They must be coupled with deep feeling and belief. Simply saying, "I am successful," isn't enough if you don't truly believe it or feel it in your core. The key to their effectiveness lies in the emotional charge that accompanies them. When you speak affirmations with genuine feeling, you align your energy with the reality you wish to create. Affirmations act as reminders to our subconscious mind of what we truly desire. By repeating positive statements, we begin to reprogram our subconscious beliefs, shifting our mindset, and ultimately changing our reality. This process is what makes manifestation possible. Every time you affirm a belief, you are reinforcing the energy of that belief and attracting it into your life. As we move forward, keep in mind how powerful the words we speak can be. The next step is understanding which words, when used in a specific way, can open the door to a new reality. Before we talk about how to use the 2 words to manifest your desires, let's dive into what those 2 words are. The 2 words that can change your life are "I am." Simple, yet profoundly powerful, These words are at the core of Neville Goddard's teachings on manifestation. I am is not just a phrase. It's a statement of existence, a declaration of who you are and what you are capable of. In Neville's view, the words I am are a direct link to your inner power and your ability to shape your reality. When you say I am, you are calling forth the essence of your being. You are making a bold claim about your identity and your place in the world. These two words carry incredible weight because they connect you to your higher self, to your full potential. The reason I am is so powerful in Neville's teachings is because it is rooted in the present moment. It's not about wishing for something in the future or dwelling on something in the past. I am is a statement that acknowledges what is true right now. When you say I am, you are asserting that what you desire is already happening. This is the essence of Neville's philosophy, living in the end result of your desire. By affirming I am statements, you step into the version of yourself that has already achieved what you want, aligning your energy with that reality. The power of these words lies in their simplicity. When you say I am, you're not just speaking words. You're invoking a powerful vibration that resonates throughout your being. Each time you say I am, you are creating a new version of yourself, one that aligns with the life you wish to live. This is why Neville stressed the importance of using I am with deep feeling and belief. When combined with intense emotion, these words become the foundation for manifestation. In Neville's teachings, I am is not just a passive affirmation. It is an active force that molds your reality. It's a tool for creating the life you want, a way to bring your desires into physical form. By consistently using I am statements, you align yourself with the power of creation, shaping the world around you in ways that align with your highest vision. Now that we've explored the significance of I am, it's time to see how you can use these words in your own life to manifest anything you desire. Begin. Before we talk about how to use I am for manifestation, it's important to understand how to form these powerful statements. The key to using I am effectively lies in ensuring that the statements you make are clear, positive, and aligned with what you truly desire. The words you choose must be a reflection of the reality you want to create, and they must resonate with the emotions you want to experience. The first step in forming your I am statements is to ensure they are in the present tense. I am is a declaration of what is happening right now. When you say, I am successful, you are not just hoping for success in the future. You are claiming that success is already yours. This sends a strong signal to your subconscious mind that the reality you desire is not something distant, but something that is unfolding in the present moment. The present tense is essential because it connects you to the feeling of already having achieved your desire. Next, your I am statements must be positive. Avoid words that carry negative connotations or limit your potential. For example, instead of saying, I am no longer poor, phrase it as, I am abundant. The positive affirmation carries a powerful energy that aligns with your goals. Words like abundant, healthy, and successful are all loaded with positive vibrations, which help shift your energy towards the life you want to manifest. I am statements should also be specific and detailed. General statements like, I am happy, are good, but the more specific you can be, the more focused your energy becomes. Instead of saying, I am happy, say, I am successful in my career, or I am in perfect health. The more specific your statement, the more your subconscious mind can work towards making that reality a tangible part of your life. For example, saying, I am successful doesn't just mean you're successful in any general sense. It can mean you are successful in your career, relationships, finances, or personal growth. I am healthy could mean vibrant health, free from illness, or achieving a certain fitness goal. I am abundant could mean abundance in wealth, opportunities, or love. The key is to focus on the area of your life where you want to see change. When you say your I am statements, do so with deep belief. It's not just about repeating words. It's about feeling as though you are already experiencing the reality you desire. The more you can feel the truth of your affirmation, the quicker it will manifest. First, now that you understand how to form powerful I am statements, it's time to start using them in your daily life. Each time you say them, make sure you're fully present, fully believing and fully embracing the reality you're creating. Before we talk about why secrecy is so important when using I am statements, it's essential to understand the power of keeping your affirmations to yourself. When you begin practicing manifestation, especially with something as potent as I am, it's not just the words that matter, but also the energy and belief you invest in them. Speaking your affirmations aloud to others may invite unwanted opinions, doubts, and skepticism, which can weaken their power. The first reason to keep your affirmations private is that they are deeply personal. When you're working to manifest a new reality, you're aligning your inner world with something you want to create in your outer world. Sharing this process with others can expose your desires to judgment, either from people who don't understand the process or from those who may have negative energy or disbelief. This external influence can disrupt the energetic flow you are building internally. By keeping your affirmations to yourself, you protect the fragile state of your intentions and give them the space they need to grow and manifest without interference. Additionally, external skepticism can directly affect your belief in your own affirmations. The moment you share your desires with someone who doubts or questions them, it plants a seed of doubt in your own mind. This makes it harder for you to hold the strong, unwavering belief necessary to manifest your goals. Manifestation is a deeply personal process, and the foundation of it lies in the unwavering belief that what you desire is already yours. If others voice their skepticism, it can weaken that belief and slow down the manifestation process. Keeping your affirmations private also allows you to cultivate and strengthen your own confidence. As you repeat your I am statements and believe in them with all your heart, you are building a powerful mental and emotional foundation. The more you trust in your own words and maintain your focus on what you want to create, the stronger your ability to manifest becomes. This personal belief is what keeps your energy aligned with your desires, and the more you maintain that energy, the quicker you will see results. By choosing not to share your affirmations, you also remove any pressure to explain or justify your desires to others. You don't have to explain why you want what you want or how you plan to achieve it. It's enough that you believe in the process and stay focused on your inner vision. The secrecy around your affirmations allows you to protect your energy, nurture your belief, and remain in alignment with your goals without the distraction of external opinions. Before we talk about the practical steps to implement the I am technique, it's important to establish a routine that helps you stay consistent and focused on your manifestations. The key to success lies in daily practices, consistency, and a deep belief in the process. By incorporating I am statements into your life regularly, you begin to build a new reality, step by step. The first step is to make your I am statements a daily practice. Set aside a few moments each day, preferably in the morning, when your mind is clear, to speak your affirmations aloud or quietly in your mind. As you say them, focus on the meaning behind each word. For example, if you are affirming, I am abundant, truly feel the abundance in your life right now. Allow yourself to experience the emotions that come with this affirmation, whether it's excitement, gratitude, or peace. Love. This practice helps to condition your subconscious mind to accept these new beliefs as truths. Another powerful way to implement your I am statements is through visualization. This technique amplifies the power of your words by adding a vivid mental picture to your affirmations. After stating your I am affirmation, close your eyes and imagine yourself already living in the reality you desire. See yourself achieving your goals, feeling the emotions of success, abundance, or health. For example, if you are affirming I am successful, visualize yourself living the life of success. Whether it's thriving in your career, achieving personal goals, or enjoying financial freedom. The more vivid and real you can make this visualization, the more your mind will believe it is possible. Consistency is key. The more regularly you practice your I am statements, the stronger their impact will be. Try to incorporate them into every part of your day. You can say them in the morning, before bed, or even during routine activities like commuting or exercising. The key is repetition. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more your subconscious mind will absorb them and align your external world with your inner beliefs. Faith in the process is just as important as the practice itself. Manifestation takes time, and it's easy to get discouraged if results don't come immediately. But the power of I am statements lies in your ability to trust the process and remain steadfast. Every time you repeat your affirmations, you are strengthening the belief that your desired reality is on its way. Stay patient, stay focused, and continue to practice daily. The more consistent you are, the more you will notice changes happening in your life. Before we talk about how to apply the I am technique in your own life, let's take a look at some real-life success stories that demonstrate the power of these simple words. People from all walks of life have used I am affirmations to transform their realities, and their experiences offer incredible insights into how effective this technique can be when used consistently. One inspiring example comes from a woman named Sarah, who struggled with self-doubt and anxiety for years. She had dreams of becoming an entrepreneur but felt overwhelmed by fear and uncertainty. After learning about the power of I am statements, Sarah decided to give it a try. She began affirming every day, I am confident and I am capable of achieving my dreams. At first it felt awkward, and she didn't see any immediate changes. But Sarah continued her practice, speaking these words with more belief and emotion each day. Over time, she noticed a shift in her mindset. She felt more confident in her abilities and took steps toward launching her own business. Within months, Sarah's small business took off, and she realized that the affirmation, I am capable, had become a core belief that fueled her success. Another example is Mark, a man who had long struggled with his finances. Despite working hard, he felt stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. After hearing about Neville Goddard's teachings, Mark decided to start affirming, I am abundant, and I am worthy of financial prosperity. At first, his financial situation didn't change drastically, but he began to notice opportunities he hadn't seen before. He took risks he wouldn't have considered previously, and slowly, his financial situation began to improve. Mark's story illustrates how the consistent use of I am statements can help shift your mindset to recognize and seize opportunities that align with your desires. There's also Emily, who used I am affirmations to improve her health. Emily had been dealing with chronic pain for years, and doctors were unable to provide a long-term solution. She decided to incorporate the affirmation, I am healthy, into her daily routine, alongside visualization techniques. Within weeks, she noticed her pain subsiding, and over time, her health dramatically improved. Emily's story is a testament to the power of belief and the body's ability to heal when the mind aligns with positive, empowering affirmations. These success stories show that the I am technique can truly create lasting change. Whether it's achieving personal goals, improving health, or manifesting financial abundance, The power of these two simple words can have a profound impact on your life. In conclusion, the power of I am statements is undeniable. These two simple words hold the key to transforming your reality by aligning your inner thoughts with your outer experiences. By consistently affirming positive beliefs about yourself, you are sending a clear message to your subconscious mind, reshaping your world one thought at a time. Whether you're seeking success, health, abundance, or happiness, I am statements can help you manifest the life you desire. Now it's time for you to take action. Start incorporating I am statements into your daily routine and watch how your life begins to shift. Remember, consistency, belief, and feeling are the driving forces behind manifestation. Don't just say the words. Feel them, believe them, and live as if they are already true. We'd love to hear about your experiences with this powerful technique. Share your journey in the comments below and let us know how I am statements have impacted your life. Your story could inspire others to start their own path to manifestation. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, Limitless Mindset, for more transformative content like this. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on powerful insights that can help you unlock your full potential. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on your journey toward manifesting your dreams.
Imagine, if you will, that you are standing before a vast, infinite sea of potential. This sea is not outside of you, but within you. It is the wellspring of all that is, was, and ever will be. And you, my dear friend, are the master of this sea. With every thought, with every feeling, with every declaration of I am, you are shaping the very fabric of your reality. Let us begin our morning affirmations with the recognition of abundance. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the truth of these words as I speak them. I am abundance. These words are not a plea to the universe, not a hope for some future state. They are a declaration of what is already true here and now. As you breathe in, feel the abundance that surrounds you, that permeates every cell of your being. The air you breathe is abundant, freely given. The thoughts in your mind are abundant, flowing ceaselessly. The love in your heart is abundant, expanding with each beat. Now let the feeling of abundance grow within you. See it as a golden light, radiating from the center of your chest, expanding outward, touching every aspect of your life. Your bank account is filled with this golden light of abundance. Your relationships are infused with it. Your health glows with it. I am abundance is not a statement of what you wish to be. It is an acknowledgement of what you already are. As this feeling of abundance settles into your being, let us turn our attention to self-love. For without self-love, how can we truly experience the fullness of life? Repeat after me, not just with your lips, but with your entire being. I am love. Feel these words resonate within you. You are not seeking love from outside sources. You are the very source of love itself. Every cell in your body is vibrating with this truth. Imagine now that you are standing before a mirror. Look into your own eyes and see the divine spark that resides there. This is not vanity. This is recognition of your true nature. As you gaze upon your reflection, say to yourself, I am worthy of love. I am deserving of all good things. I am beautiful inside and out. Let these words sink deep into your consciousness, erasing any doubt, any self-criticism that may have taken root. The love you feel for yourself begins to overflow, touching every aspect of your life. Your relationships become more harmonious because you no longer seek validation from others. You are complete within yourself. Your work becomes more fulfilling because you approach it from a place of self-respect and inner confidence. Your health improves because you treat your body as the temple it truly is. Now let us turn our attention to prosperity. The word prosperity comes from the Latin prosperous, meaning doing well. And my friends, you are doing well, For you are one with the source of all prosperity. Declare with conviction, I am prosperity. Feel the weight of these words, the power they hold. Prosperity is not just about money, though financial abundance is certainly a part of it. True prosperity is a state of thriving in all areas of life. See yourself walking through your day, surrounded by an aura of prosperity. Every step you take is on fertile ground. Every word you speak plants seeds of abundance. Every thought you think is aligned with the infinite riches of the universe. You are not chasing after prosperity, you are prosperity itself, manifesting in human form. As you embody this state of prosperity, notice how opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. Doors that were once closed now open effortlessly. The right people come into your life at just the right time. Resources you need become available to you. This is not coincidence. This is the natural result of aligning yourself with the truth of your being. Let us now focus on success. What is success but the natural unfolding of your divine potential? Say to yourself, with unwavering faith, I am success. Success is not something to be achieved in the future. It is your current state of being. Every breath you take is a success. Every moment you exist is a triumph of creation. Imagine success as a radiant light emanating from within you. This light touches everything you do, everything you are. Your very presence brings success to every situation. When you enter a room, success enters with you. When you engage in a project, success is already assured. This is not arrogance. This is alignment with your true nature. As you go about your day, carry this consciousness of success with you. See every interaction, every task, every challenge as an opportunity to express your innate success. You cannot fail, for failure is merely a judgment, and you have risen above such limited thinking. You are success itself, expressing through your unique talents and gifts. Now let us turn our hearts and minds to gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the fullness of life. It is the recognition that all is well, that all is as it should be. Declare with all your heart, I am gratitude. Feel the shift that occurs within you as you say these words. The world around you seems to brighten, to come alive in new ways. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a state of being. As you embody gratitude, you become a magnet for more blessings, more reasons to be grateful. Start with the simplest things, the air you breathe, the ground beneath your feet, the beating of your heart. Express gratitude for these and watch how your awareness of blessings expands. See yourself moving through your day in a state of constant gratitude. Every person you meet is a gift. Every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, is an opportunity for growth and learning. Every challenge is a stepping stone to greater strength and wisdom. As you embody gratitude, you will find that your entire perspective shifts. What once seemed ordinary now reveals its extraordinary nature. My dear friends, as we continue this morning's affirmations, let us delve deeper into the power of the I am statement. For in these two simple words lies the secret to transforming your entire existence. When you declare I am, you are aligning yourself with the creative force of the universe. You are stepping into your role as a co-creator of your reality. Let us now explore how these affirmations of abundance, self-love, prosperity, success, and gratitude create a tapestry of a life well lived. For each of these aspects is not separate from the others, but rather interconnected, each supporting and enhancing the others. As you declare, I am abundance, feel how this naturally flows into self-love. For when you recognize the abundance within and around you, how can you not love yourself? You are a vessel for this abundance, a channel through which it flows into the world. Love yourself for this sacred role you play in the grand design of life. And as self-love grows within you, watch how it nurtures the seeds of prosperity. For when you truly love yourself, you naturally align with experiences and opportunities that reflect this love back to you. You no longer settle for less than you deserve in your relationships, in your work, in any area of your life. Prosperity becomes your natural state, for you are in harmony with the abundant nature of the universe. Prosperity, in turn, supports your success. When you no longer worry about lack, when you know in the depths of your being that all your needs are always met, you are free to focus on expressing your unique gifts. Success is no longer a destination to be reached, but a journey to be enjoyed. Every step you take is a success because it is an expression of your true self. And with success comes an even deeper sense of gratitude. You are grateful not just for what you have, but for who you are. You are grateful for the journey, for the lessons learned, for the growth experienced. This gratitude then circles back, reinforcing your sense of abundance, and the cycle continues, ever expanding, ever enriching your life. Now, let us take a moment to address any doubts that may arise as you practice these affirmations. It is natural for the human mind to question, to doubt, to resist change. But remember, these doubts are not your true self speaking. They are old patterns, old beliefs that no longer serve you. When doubt arises, do not fight it. Instead, observe it with compassion and understanding. Then, gently but firmly, replace it with your I am affirmation. If a voice within there says, but I'm not really abundant, respond with, I am abundance itself. If it whispers, I don't deserve love, counter with, I am love incarnate. This is not denial of your current circumstances. It is a recognition of a deeper truth, a truth that exists beyond the temporary conditions of your life. You are not lying to yourself. You are aligning yourself with your true nature, your divine essence. As you practice these affirmations, you may find that your external circumstances do not change immediately. This is perfectly normal. Remember, you are working at the level of cause, not effect. The outer world is a reflection of your inner state. And it may take time for this reflection to fully manifest. But even as you wait for the outer changes, notice the inner transformation that begins immediately. Notice how you feel more centered, more peaceful. Notice how you begin to see opportunities where before is only obstacles. Notice how your relationships become more harmonious, how your work becomes more fulfilling. These inner changes are the true measure of your progress. For as you change within, the outer world cannot help but reflect this change. It is law, as immutable as gravity. Your task is simply to hold steady in your new consciousness, to persist in your declarations of I am, regardless of appearances. Let us now explore how these morning affirmations can be integrated into your daily life. For these are not mere words to be recited and then forgotten. They are seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, seeds that will grow and bear fruit if nurtured consistently. Begin each day with these affirmations. As you wake, before your feet touch the floor, declare I am abundance. I am love. I am prosperity. I am success. I am gratitude. Feel the power of these words coursing through your being, setting the tone for your entire day. As you go about your daily activities, let these affirmations be your constant companions. When faced with a challenge, remind yourself, I am success. When interacting with others, embody the truth that I am love. When making financial decisions, know that I am prosperity. But don't stop at mere repetition. Let these affirmations inform your actions, your decisions, your very way of being in the world. If you are abundance, how would you carry yourself? If you are love, how would you treat others and yourself? If you are prosperity, what choices would you make? If you are success, how would you approach your work? If you are gratitude, how would you perceive the world around you? Live from this place of I am and watch as your world transforms. For you are not merely affirming these truths, you are embodying them, becoming them in every cell of your being. Now let us a common misconception about these affirmations. Some may think that by declaring I am abundance or I am success, they are somehow denying or ignoring the challenges in their lives. This is not the case at all. These affirmations are not about ignoring reality. They are about choosing which reality you wish to align with. You see, my dear friends, there are infinite realities existing simultaneously. The reality you experience is the one you give your attention to, the one you align with through your thoughts, feelings, and declarations. When you say I am abundance, you are choosing to align with the reality where abundance is your natural state. This doesn't mean that challenges disappear magically, but it does mean that you approach these challenges from a place of abundance rather than act from a place of power rather than victimhood. And this shift in perspective changes everything. For example, if you face a financial challenge while holding the consciousness of I am prosperity, you will approach it with confidence and creativity. You will see it not as a problem to be feared, but as an opportunity to demonstrate your innate prosperity. And from this state of mind, solutions will present themselves that may have been invisible to you before. Similarly, if you encounter a difficult person or situation while affirming I am love, you will respond from a place of compassion and understanding rather than defensiveness or anger. This doesn't mean you become a doormat, quite the contrary. It means you operate from a place of such inner security and self-love that you can extend love to others without depleting yourself. As you continue with these morning affirmations, you may find that your definition of abundance, love, prosperity, success, and gratitude begins to expand. Abundance becomes more than just material wealth. It becomes an overflow of joy, creativity, and positive experiences. Love extends beyond romantic relationships to encompass a general state of harmony and connection with all of life. Prosperity reveals itself as more than financial well-being. It becomes a state of thriving in all areas of life, of having more than enough to share generously with others. Success transcends societal definitions to become a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. And gratitude evolves from a reactive state to a proactive one, where you are thankful not just for what you have, but for what is yet to come. This expansion of consciousness is a natural result of aligning with your true self through these affirmations. As you consistently declare and embody these truths, you will find that your awareness grows, your perception deepens, and your capacity for joy and fulfillment increases exponentially. Now let us address the role of patience and persistence in this practice. The power of these affirmations lies not in saying them once or twice, but in making them a consistent part of your life. Just as a single workout doesn't transform your physical body, a single affirmation doesn't instantly change your life circumstances. It is the consistent, persistent application of these truths that brings about lasting change. Think of it as reprogramming your subconscious mind. For years, perhaps decades, your subconscious has been operating on certain beliefs and patterns. These morning affirmations are like uploading new software to your mental computer. It takes time and repetition for this new programming to take full effect. But here's the beautiful truth. Even as you wait for the full manifestation of these affirmations in your outer world, you can enjoy the benefits immediately in your inner world. The peace, the joy, the sense of empowerment that comes from aligning with your true self is available to you right now, in this very moment. So be patient with yourself and with the process. Trust that as you consistently affirm and embody these truths, your outer world will inevitably align with your inner state. The universe has no choice but to reflect back to you what you hold as true within yourself. As we near the end of our time together this morning, I want to remind you of a fundamental truth. You are not separate from the creative power of the universe. You are one with it, an individualized expression of it. When you say I am, you are speaking from this place of oneness, this place of infinite potential. Your task then is not to become something you are not. It is to remember and embody what you have always been. These affirmations are not about adding something to yourself, but about removing the veils of limiting beliefs that have obscured your true nature. As you go forth from this moment, carry with you the consciousness of I am. Let it infuse every aspect of your being, every action you take, every word you speak. Know that as you do this, you are not just changing your own life, you are contributing to the elevation of consciousness for all humanity. For we are all connected, all part of the same infinite sea of consciousness. As you rise, you lift others with you. As you embody abundance, love, prosperity, success, and gratitude, you make it easier for others to do the same. This is your gift to the world, your unique contribution to the evolution of human consciousness. And so, my dear friends, I leave you with this final affirmation: I am the light of the world. Feel the truth of these words. You are not just a physical body, not just a personality, not just a collection of experiences and memories. You are the light of consciousness itself, shining brightly in this world. Let this light shine forth in all that you do. Let it guide you in your decisions, in your relationships, in your work. Let it be a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who cross your path. For as you recognize and embody your true nature, you give others permission to do the same. Remember, the power to transform your life lies within you. It always has, and it always will. These morning affirmations are simply a way of tapping into that power, of bringing it to the forefront of your awareness. Use them wisely, use them consistently, and watch as your life transforms in miraculous ways. Go forth now, embodying the truth of your being. Declare with confidence and joy, I am abundance. I am love. I am prosperity. I am success. I am gratitude. Let these words be your constant companions, your guiding light, your very breath. For you are all of these things and more. You are the infinite potential of the universe, expressing itself in human form. Embrace this truth, live from this awareness, and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. And always remember, my dear friends, that the greatest affirmation of all is simply this: I am. For in these two words lies the power to create worlds, to shape realities, to manifest dreams. You are the I am, forever and always. Let this be your morning song, your daily meditation, your eternal truth. As we conclude our time together, I want you to take a moment to feel the energy that has been generated through these affirmations. Feel the vibration of truth resonating within you. This energy is not separate from you, it is you. It is the essence of your being, awakened and activated through your conscious recognition and declaration. Carry this energy with you throughout your day. Let it inform your thoughts, your words, your actions. When you encounter challenges, remember that you are the I am that is greater than any obstacle. When you experience moments of doubt, recall the truth of your being, abundance, love, prosperity, success, and gratitude incarnate. As you move through your day, be aware of the subtle shifts that occur within you and around you. Notice how your perception changes, how your interactions with others become more harmonious, how opportunities seem to align effortlessly with your desires. This is not coincidence, it is the natural result of your alignment with your true self. Remember that this practice of morning affirmations is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey of self-discovery and self-realization. Each day brings new opportunities to deepen your understanding, to expand your consciousness, to more fully embody the truth of your being. Embrace this journey with joy and anticipation, knowing that each step brings you closer to the full expression of your divine potential. Finally, as you go forth from this moment, Know that you carry within you the power to transform not just your own life, but the entire world. For as you embody these truths, you become a living affirmation, a walking testament to the power of the I am. Your very presence becomes a blessing. You're like a sacred gift to all of creation. Go forth then and be the light that you are, shining brightly for all to see. This will find you when you need it most. Ponder these words, for they contain within them the very essence of your being, the key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. You see, everything in your world, every circumstance, every encounter, every fleeting thought is but a reflection of your own consciousness. And it is this consciousness, this awareness of being, that is the true source of all that you experience. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. You, my dear listener, are not merely a physical body moving through space and time. You are in essence pure consciousness, the very fabric of reality itself. And it is through this consciousness that you shape and mold your entire world. Every desire, every fear, every belief you hold dear becomes the blueprint for your life's experiences. Now you may ask, but Neville, how can this be? How can my thoughts and feelings create my reality? And to this I say, open your mind to the greatest secret of all, the law of assumption. This law, as immutable as gravity itself, states that whatever state you assume to be true must be made manifest in your world. It is not hope, not mere positive thinking, but a deep, unshakable knowing that brings your desires into being. Consider for a moment the times in your life when you've needed something most. Perhaps it was guidance, perhaps it was comfort, or perhaps it was a sudden flash of inspiration. Did you not find in those moments of greatest need that the very thing you required seemed to appear as if by magic? This, my friends, is no coincidence. It is the law of assumption at work, bringing to you exactly what you need, precisely when you need it most. But let us not mistake this for some external force, some capricious universe doling out favors. No, the power lies entirely within you. You are the operant power, the God of your universe, shaping reality through the power of your imagination. When you fully grasp this truth, when you internalize it to the very core of your being, you will understand that nothing is impossible to you. Imagine, if you will, a world where every desire of your heart is fulfilled, where every dream you've ever dared to dream becomes your living reality. This world, my friends, is not some far-off utopia. It is the very world you inhabit right now, waiting to be molded by the power of your assumption. For when you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end as though your desire were already a fact, you set in motion forces beyond your comprehension, aligning the entire universe to bring about your desired state. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I've tried positive thinking before. I've visualized, I've affirmed, and still my desires elude me. To this I say, you have not yet fully embraced the law of assumption. For it is not enough to merely think positively or to visualize half-heartedly. You must feel it, live it, breathe it. You must assume the state of your wish fulfilled with such conviction that to experience anything else becomes an impossibility. Let me share with you a technique, a method so simple yet so profound that it has the power to revolutionize your entire existence. It is the technique of living from the end. In the quiet of your mind, in that still space between sleeping and waking, create a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. See it, feel it, taste it, touch it. Make it so real, so vivid that for a moment you forget your present circumstances entirely, and in that moment of forgetting you plant the seed of your new reality. But remember, my dear friends, this is not a one-time exercise. It is a way of life, a constant state of being. You must persist in your assumption. even when the outside world seems to contradict it. For the outside world is but a shadow, a reflection of past assumptions. Your true power lies in the present moment, in your ability to choose, right now, the state you wish to occupy. Consider the biblical phrase, before they call, I will answer. This is not the proclamation of some external deity, but a profound statement about the nature of consciousness itself. Your desires, your needs are already fulfilled in the realm of infinite possibility. It is your task, through the power of assumption, to bring them into your three-dimensional reality. Now you may wonder, how long must I persist? When will I see the fruits of my assumption? And to this I say, the time it takes for your assumption to become your physical reality is directly proportional to the naturalness of your assumption. When your desired state feels as natural to you as breathing, when you can no longer conceive of any other reality, then will it manifest with a speed that will astonish you. But do not be discouraged if at first you stumble, if doubt creeps in, if the old man reasserts itself. This is natural, for you are engaging in a radical transformation of consciousness. You are literally rebirthing yourself, shedding old limitations and embracing your divine nature. Persistence is key. Each time you catch yourself stepping into old patterns of thought, gently but firmly redirect your attention to the state of your wish fulfilled. Remember, my friends, that your imagination is not bound by the so-called facts of your current reality. Your imagination transcends time and space, operating in a realm where all things are possible. When you imagine lovingly on behalf of another, when you see them as they wish to be seen, you are performing the highest act of creation. For in truth, there is no other. All is you pushed out. All is a reflection of your own magnificent consciousness. Let us now turn our attention to the concept of time, for it plays a crucial role in understanding how this message finds you when you need it most. Time, as you experience it in your day-to-day life, is but an illusion, a construct of the human mind. In the realm of pure consciousness, all moments exist simultaneously. The past, present, and future are one eternal now. This understanding is crucial, for it means that the moment of your greatest need and the moment of its fulfillment are one and the same. When you fully grasp this truth, you will see that there is no waiting, no striving, no desperate seeking. There is only the calm assurance that all is well, all is as it should be, all is unfolding in divine perfection. Consider the times in your life when a book has fallen open to exactly the page you needed to read, or when a chance encounter provided the very guidance you were seeking. These are not random occurrences, but perfect demonstrations of the law of assumption at work. You drew these experiences to you through your state of consciousness, through your awareness of need, and your openness to receive. Now, let us delve deeper into the mechanics of manifestation, for understanding this process will empower you to consciously create the life you desire. Every experience in your life, every person you encounter, every circumstance you find yourself in is a reflection of your dominant state of consciousness. Your world is quite literally molded by your beliefs, expectations, and assumptions. This is why two people can experience the same external event in radically different ways. One sees opportunity where another sees obstacle. One finds joy where another finds despair. The difference lies not in the event itself, but in the consciousness through which it is perceived. Understanding this, you begin to see the immense power you hold. No longer are you a victim of circumstance, buffeted about by forces beyond your control. You are the author of your life story, the director of your grand play. And with this power comes great responsibility, the responsibility to consciously choose the states you occupy, to carefully curate the assumptions you hold. But how, you may ask, does one go about changing deeply ingrained patterns of thought and belief? The answer lies in the art of revision. Each night, before you sleep, review the events of your day. But do not simply replay them as they occurred. Instead, revise them. See them unfolding as you would have wished them to unfold. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the sense of fulfillment that comes with this revised version of events. This practice serves two purposes. First, it trains your mind to focus on the desired state rather than the current reality. Second, and more profoundly, it actually rewrites your past. For remember, time is an illusion. The past exists only in your memory, and your memory can be altered through the power of imagination. As you consistently practice revision, you will find that your entire perception of life begins to shift. You will naturally gravitate towards more positive states of being, attracting experiences that align with your revised assumptions. This is how you actively participate in the creation of your reality, how you ensure that what you need most always finds you at the perfect moment. Now, let us address a question that often arises when discussing these concepts. What about other people? Can I use the law of assumption to change their behavior or circumstances? The answer, my friends, is both yes and no. Yes, in the sense that all is you pushed out. All is a reflection of your consciousness. And no, in the sense that attempting to manipulate others for personal gain is a misuse of this divine law. Instead, I urge you to see others through the eyes of love, to imagine lovingly on their behalf. See them as they wish to be seen, as their highest, most actualized selves. In doing so, you not only elevate them, but you elevate yourself. For remember, there is no other. In blessing others, you bless yourself. In seeing the divine in others, you recognize the divine within you. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. Many of you struggle with feelings of unworthiness, with the belief that you are somehow not deserving of your heart's desires. But I say to you with all the conviction of my being that you are worthy beyond measure. You are a divine being, a perfect expression of the infinite Creator, worthy of all the love, abundance, and joy that life has to offer. If you find yourself struggling with self-love, begin by assuming the state of one who is deeply loved and cherished. Feel it, live it, breathe it. As you persist in this assumption, you will find your entire world transforming to reflect this new self-concept. For the outside world can only ever show you what you hold to be true about yourself. Now let us turn our attention to the concept of detachment, for it is crucial in understanding how to navigate the path of manifestation. Many of you, in your eagerness to see your desires fulfilled, cling tightly to the outcome, anxiously awaiting signs of its manifestation. But this very anxiety, this attachment to results, creates resistance that slows the process of manifestation. True mastery lies in detachment, in the ability to plant the seed of your desire and then let it grow naturally, without constantly digging it up to check its progress. This detachment comes from a place of deep trust, trust in the law, trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in yourself as the operant power in your universe. When you truly understand that your desire is already fulfilled in the realm of infinite possibility, that it is making this you through the bridge of incidents, if you can relax into a state of calm expectancy. You need not worry about the how or the when. Your only task is to maintain the assumption of your wish fulfilled, to live each day from the state of the person who already has what they desire. This state of relaxed expectancy, of knowing without anxious striving, is the fertile soil in which your desires take root and flourish. It is in this state that you become most receptive to inspiration, to divine guidance, to those seemingly miraculous coincidences that lead you effortlessly towards the fulfillment of your desires. Remember, my dear friends, that the universe is infinitely abundant. There is no lack, no limitation, except that which you impose upon yourself through your beliefs and assumptions. When you truly internalize this truth, where you live from a place of abundance rather than scarcity, you open yourself to receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. This abundance mindset extends far beyond material possessions. It encompasses love, joy, peace, creativity, all the qualities that make life rich and fulfilling. As you assume the state of one who is abundantly blessed in all areas of life, you will find that opportunities and resources flow to you effortlessly, often in ways you could never have anticipated. Now let us address a common misconception. The idea that assuming your desire fulfilled means sitting back passively and waiting for it to appear. Nothing could be further from the truth. The law of assumption is not about inaction, but inspired action. When you truly assume the state of your wish fulfilled, you naturally begin to think, feel, and act in alignment with that state. You may find yourself suddenly inspired to take a certain course of action, to reach out to a particular project, to explore a new opportunity. These inspired actions flow naturally from your assumed state, guiding you effortlessly towards the manifestation of your desire. The key is to remain open and receptive, to trust your intuition, and to act on these divine impulses when they arise. Remember, every desire that arises within you carries within it the seed of its own fulfillment. The very fact that you can conceive of a desire means that you have the capacity to bring it into manifestation. Your task is not to make it happen through force of will, but to align your consciousness with the fulfillment of that desire, to become in imagination the person who already has what you seek. As you go about your daily life, practicing the law of assumption, you will begin to notice a profound shift in your perception of reality. The world around you will seem more vibrant, more alive with possibility. Synchronicities will abound, doors will open where before there were only walls. This is the natural result of aligning your consciousness with the infinite creative power of the universe. But remember, my friends, that this journey of conscious creation is not about accumulating possessions or achieving worldly success. While these things may come as a natural byproduct of your expanded consciousness, the true goal is the realization of your divine nature, the full expression of your infinite potential. As you master the art of living from the end, of assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you will find that your desires themselves begin to evolve. No longer will you be driven by lack or fear, but by a deep desire to express your unique gifts, to contribute to the world in meaningful ways, to experience the fullness of life in all its magnificent variety. This evolution of desire is a natural part of your spiritual growth. As you align more fully with your true nature, as you embrace your role as a conscious creator, you will find yourself drawn to experiences and pursuits that bring you into greater harmony with the divine flow of life. Now let us address a question that often arises as one begins to consciously apply the law of assumption. What about setbacks and challenges? How do I maintain my assumption in the face of apparent failure or disappointment? This, my friends, is where your faith is truly tested, where the rubber meets the road in your journey of conscious creation. Remember that what appears to be a setback or failure is often a necessary part of the bridge of incidents leading to the fulfillment of your desire. The universe always moves in the most efficient way possible to bring about your assumed state. What may seem like a detour or delay from your limited human perspective may in fact be the perfect unfolding of events to lead you to your desired outcome. In these moments of apparent setback, it is crucial to redouble your efforts in maintaining your assumption. Do not be swayed by appearances, for they are but shadows of past beliefs. Instead, stand firm in your conviction, knowing that your desired state is already a reality in the realm of infinite possibility, making it your three-dimensional experience. Use these moments as opportunities to strengthen your faith, to deepen your understanding of the law. For it is often in our darkest moments that our greatest breakthroughs occur, when we are forced to dig deep and find reserves of faith and resilience we never knew we possessed. Remember, too, that the law of assumption operates with mathematical precision. There is no room for doubt or uncertainty in its operation. When you assume a state, the entire universe conspires to bring it into manifestation. Your only task is to persist in that assumption, to live from that state with unwavering faith, regardless of external circumstances. As you continue on this journey of conscious creation, you will find that your entire relationship with life begins to shift. No longer will you see yourself as a small, powerless being at the mercy of external forces. Instead, you will recognize yourself as the divine creator of your reality, shaping your world through the power of your consciousness. This shift in perspective brings with it a profound sense of peace and empowerment. For when you truly understand that you are the author of your life story, that you have the power to rewrite any aspect of your experience at any moment, fear and anxiety naturally fall away. In their place arises a deep sense of trust in the perfection of life's unfolding. But with this power comes great responsibility. As you become more adept at consciously creating your reality, you must also become more mindful of the states you occupy, the assumptions you hold. For remember, the law is impartial. It will bring into manifestation whatever state you assume, whether positive or negative. This is why it is crucial to cultivate a practice of self-awareness, to become the vigilant observer of your own thoughts and feelings. Catch yourself when you slip into negative states, when you entertain doubts or fears. Gently but firmly redirect your attention to the state of your wish fulfilled. With practice, this redirection becomes second nature, a natural reflex of your awakened consciousness. As you master this art of conscious living, you will find that your life becomes a joyous adventure, a grand exploration of the infinite possibilities that exist within you. Every day becomes an opportunity to experience new aspects of your divine nature, to express more fully the unique gifts you have to offer the world. Your consciousness is the one and only reality. Everything you perceive, everything you experience is a projection of your own inner state. The world you see is a mirror, reflecting back to you the contents of your own mind. Now you might ask, if this is true, why haven't I seen my desires manifest already? The answer, my dear friends, lies in your understanding of time and your ability to live in the end. You see, most people live their lives believing that what they want is in the future, always just out of reach. But I tell you this, the future you desire already exists, and it is calling you to step into it now. When I say a manifestation is coming to you quickly, I do not speak of some distant event that you must wait for. No, the quickness I speak of is the speed at which you can shift your consciousness to align with your desire. In the realm of imagination, there is no time. The moment you fully accept and feel the reality of your desire, it is done. Let me share with you a principle that, once understood, will revolutionize your approach to manifestation. It is this: what you feel, you attract. What you imagine and accept as true must become your reality. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is the fundamental law of consciousness. Imagine for a moment that you have a desire. Perhaps it's a new job, a loving relationship, improved health, or financial abundance. Whatever it may be, I want you to know that this desire did not originate from you. It came to you. It is God's way of telling you what is already yours. The mere fact that you can conceive of this desire is proof of its possibility, nay, its inevitability. But here's where most people falter. They acknowledge their desire, but then they look to their current circumstances and say, but how? How can this possibly happen given my current situation? In doing so, they push their desire away, relegating it to some uncertain future. I tell you now, with absolute certainty, that this approach is the very thing keeping your manifestation at bay. Your manifestation is not coming to you, you are going to it. And the way to do this is through the power of your wonderful human imagination. You must learn to live in the end. What do I mean by this? It means that you must assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. If you want financial abundance, you must feel wealthy now. If you seek a loving relationship, you must feel love now. If you desire perfect health, you must feel the vitality and wellness coursing through your body now. This is not pretending or self-deception. This is understanding the true nature of reality. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner state. By changing your inner state, by living in the end, you set in motion the forces that will reshape your outer world to match your inner vision. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, I've tried this. I've imagined what I want, but nothing has changed. To you, I say this: persistence is key. You must not only imagine your desire, you must live from that state consistently. Your new assumption, your new concept of self must become so natural to you that you no longer have to consciously think about it. Let me give you an example. Suppose you desire financial abundance, but your current reality shows a bank account nearing zero. The world would tell you to worry, to stress, to frantically search for ways to make money. But I tell you, this is the surest way to perpetuate your current state. Instead, you must boldly claim your desire is already fulfilled. When you look at your bank statement, see the numbers you wish to see. When you walk down the street, carry yourself as a person of wealth would. When you go to sleep at night, feel the satisfaction and security of financial abundance. You might ask, but isn't this delusion? Isn't this denying deep? And to that I say, what you call reality is just a shadow or reflection of past assumptions. Your true reality is what you decree it to be. The outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your inner conviction. Remember, my dear friends, the biblical phrase, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." This is not mere poetic language. It is a practical instruction for living. By renewing your mind, by changing your concept of self, you literally transform your world. Now let's delve deeper into the mechanics of this transformation. Your subconscious mind is the builder of your body and your world. It works day and night to make your assumptions a reality. It doesn't argue, it doesn't question. It simply accepts what you feed it as truth and goes about making it so. This is why it's crucial to guard the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind. Every time you say, "I am," you're making a claim on your reality. I am broke, I am unlucky in love, I am always sick. These are not mere observations of your current state. They are powerful commands to your subconscious mind. So if a manifestation is coming to you quickly, it's because you're on the verge of fully embracing a new concept of self. You're close to living consistently from the state of your wish fulfilled. The universe, which is nothing but your own wonderful human imagination pushed out, is rearranging itself to accommodate your new self-concept. Let's take a moment to really understand what I mean by living in the end. It's not about affirming what you want. It's about assuming you already have it. There's a world of difference between saying, "I want to be wealthy," and "I am wealthy." The first keeps wealth at a distance, always just out of reach. The second claims it as your current reality. When you live in the end, you no longer seek signs or worry about how your desire will manifest. You know it is done, and you live your life from that knowledge. This is what I mean when I say that manifestation is coming to you quickly. The speed of your manifestation is directly proportional to the completeness of your assumption. Now, some of you might be wondering about action. Neville, you might ask, are you saying we should just imagine and take no action in the physical world? Not at all, my friends. Action is important, but it must be inspired action. When you truly live in the end, when you fully embody the state of wish fulfilled, you will naturally be moved to take the right actions. These actions won't feel like hard work or struggle. They will feel natural, almost inevitable. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time, saying the right things to the right people. This is because, having changed your concept of self, you are now aligned with the version of you that already has what you desire. Let me give you another example to illustrate this point. Suppose you desire a specific job. The conventional approach would be to search job listings, send out resumes, and hope for the best. And there's nothing inherently wrong with these actions. But when you approach it from the state of living in the end, everything changes. Instead of desperately searching for a job, you assume the feeling of already having that perfect job. You feel the satisfaction of doing work you love. You feel the security of a good income. You feel the pride of contributing your talents to the world. Living from this state, you might still send out resumes or go to interviews, but you'll do so from a completely different energy. Instead of hoping to be chosen, you'll walk into interviews knowing that you're the perfect fit for the job. You'll speak with confidence and authority because in your mind, this job is already yours. And here's the miraculous part. The outer world has no choice but to conform to your inner assumption. You might find that the perfect job opportunity seemingly falls into your lap, or a chance encounter leads to an introduction to the right person. Or perhaps the skills you need for your dream job suddenly become easy for you to come. This, my friends, is the art of allowing your manifestation to come to you quickly. It's not about forcing or struggling. It's about aligning your inner state with your desire and then allowing the outer world to catch up. Now, I want to address a common concern that many people have when they first encounter these teachings. They worry that if they assume their desire is already fulfilled, they'll become complacent and stop taking necessary actions in the physical world. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you truly live in the end, when you fully embody the state of your wish fulfilled, you become more active, not less. But your actions come from a place of inspiration and joy, not desperation and fear. Think about it. If you knew with absolute certainty that you were wealthy, would you sit around doing nothing? Of course not. You would engage with the world in new ways. You might start businesses, make investments, or contribute to causes you care about. Your actions would flow naturally from your new state of being. The same is true for any desire. If you knew you were in perfect health, you would naturally take actions to maintain that health. If you knew you were in a loving relationship, you would naturally act in loving ways. The actions are a result of the state, not the cause of it. This brings us to another crucial point in understanding why your manifestation is coming to you quickly. It's because you're starting to grasp the true order of creation. In the world of Caesar, we're taught that seeing is believing. But in the realm of imagination, the true reality, believing is seeing. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. This is why affirmations or visualizations alone often fail to produce results. They're treating the imaginal act as a means to an end, rather than the end itself. When you truly understand this, your whole approach to manifestation shifts. Instead of asking, how can I get what I want? You start asking, who do I need to be to naturally have what I want? This shift in focus is what speeds up your manifestations. Let's explore this further with another example. Suppose you desire a loving, committed relationship. The conventional approach might involve going on countless dates, trying to impress potential partners, or even changing yourself to be more attractive to others. But from the perspective of living in the end, you would instead focus on embodying the state of someone already in a loving, committed relationship. How would such a person feel? How would they carry themselves? How would they interact with the world? You might find yourself feeling more loving and open in general, not just towards potential romantic partners, but towards everyone you meet. You might start taking better care of yourself, not to impress others, but because that's what someone in a loving relationship would naturally do. You would feel cherished, supported, and loved even before your specific person appears in your physical reality. And here's the beautiful part: by embodying this state, you become magnetic to your desire. The right person is drawn to you effortlessly because you're vibrating at the frequency of love and commitment. This is what I mean when I say your manifestation is coming to you quickly. It's not about waiting for something external to change. It's about changing your internal state so completely that the external has no choice but to follow suit. Now I want to address another common stumbling block that often slows down manifestations. It's the tendency to constantly check and see if your desire has manifested yet. This checking comes from a place of lack and doubt, and it pushes your desire further away. Remember, what you focus on expands. If you're constantly looking for evidence of your manifestation, you're actually focusing on its absence. This sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you don't really believe you have what you desire. Instead, cultivate a state of knowing. Just as you don't constantly check to see if gravity is still working, you shouldn't need to check if your manifestation is coming. Know that it is done and live your life from that knowing. This state of knowing, of unwavering faith, is what truly speeds up your manifestations. It's not about making something happen. It's about aligning with what is already done in the realm of imagination. Let's delve even deeper into this concept. Every desire you have, everything you want to be, do, or have, already exists in what I call the fourth dimensional realm. This is the realm of imagination, the realm of consciousness. It's a realm where time and space, as we know them, don't exist. In this fourth dimensional realm, everything happens now. There's no waiting, no process, no delay between the imaginal act and its fulfillment. When you imagine something in this realm, it is instantly real. The reason it seems to take time to manifest in your three-dimensional reality is because of the habit of consciousness. Your physical senses and your habitual thought patterns keep pulling you back to your old concept of self, your old assumptions about reality. This is why persistence is so crucial. You must persist in your new assumption, your new self-concept, until it feels more real to you than the evidence of your physical senses. This is what it means to live by faith and not by sight. Now you might be thinking, but Neville, this sounds difficult. How can I maintain this new state consistently? And to that, I say it's not about forcing yourself to maintain a state. It's about choosing again and again, moment by moment, to return to the state of your wish fulfilled. Every time you catch yourself slipping back into old patterns of thought or behavior, simply notice it without judgment and choose again. Choose to return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Choose to embody the version of you that already has what you desire. This practice becomes easier over time. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise your ability to choose your state of consciousness, the stronger that ability becomes. Soon, living from the state of your wish fulfilled becomes your new normal. And this, my dear friends, is why your manifestation is coming to you quickly. Because you're starting to grasp this truth. You're beginning to understand that your outer world is nothing but a shadow of your inner state. You're learning to live from the end, to embody the state of your wish fulfilled. Let me share with you a powerful technique to speed up this process even further. It's called revision, and it's one of the most potent tools in your manifestation toolkit. Revision is the art of reimagining past events in a way that aligns with your desired reality. You see, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you actually experience. By revising past events, you're literally rewriting your subconscious programming. For example, Suppose you had an argument with someone important to you. Instead of replaying the argument in your mind, which only reinforces the negative experience, you would revise it. Imagine the conversation going differently. See yourself responding with love and understanding. Feel the warmth of a positive interaction. Do this vividly, engaging all your senses until the revised version feels more real to you than what physically happened. Your subconscious mind will accept this new version as reality, and it will influence your future interactions. This practice of revision is not about denying or suppressing negative experiences. It's about consciously choosing which experiences you want to imprint on your subconscious mind. It's about taking control of your inner world, knowing that as you do so, your outer world must follow suit. Now, let's talk about another crucial aspect of speeding up your manifestations detachment. Many people make the mistake of becoming overly attached to their desires, constantly wondering when and how they will manifest. This attachment actually pushes the desire further away. True detachment comes from knowing that your desire is already yours in the fourth dimensional realm. When you know this, truly know it, you no longer feel the need to grasp or chase after your desire. You can relax, knowing it's already done. This state of relaxed detachment is incredibly powerful. It opens you up to receive your good in ways you might not have imagined. Often your desire will manifest in a way that's even better than what you initially imagined. Remember, the how is not your concern. Your job is to live in the end, to maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled. The infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind will take care of the how. Trust in this process. Have faith in the law that never fails. Now I want to address something that often comes up when people start applying these principles. They worry about the impact their manifesting might have on others. What if my desire negatively affects someone else? They ask. Or what if I'm taking something away from another person? To this I say, remember that consciousness is the only reality. The people in your world are yourself pushed out. They are playing the parts that your assumptions have assigned to them. By changing your assumptions, you're not imposing your will on anyone. You're simply shifting to a reality where everyone is playing a different role. Moreover, in the infinite abundance of the universe, there's more than enough for everyone. Your good doesn't come at the expense of another. When you raise your consciousness to embody a state of abundance and love, you uplift the entire world with you. This understanding frees you from guilt or worry about your manifesting. It allows you to claim your good boldly, knowing that as you do so, you're contributing to the upliftment of all. Your joy, your success, your love, these are gifts to the entire world. Now let's delve deeper into the concept of time as it relates to your manifestations. In your three-dimensional experience, time appears linear. There's a past, present, and future. But in the fourth dimensional realm of imagination, all time is now. This means that the version of you who already has what you desire exists now. The you who is living your dream life, who has achieved your goals, who is experiencing perfect health or abundant wealth. That you is not some future version of yourself. It exists now in this eternal moment. Your job then is to tune into that version of yourself, to align your consciousness with it so completely that it becomes your dominant state of being. This is what I mean when I say to live in the end. It's not about projecting yourself into some imagined future. It's about claiming a state that already exists now. When you do this, when you fully embody this state, time seems to collapse. What might have taken years in your old understanding can happen in an instant. This is why I say your manifestation is coming to you quickly. Because in the realm where all creation takes place, the realm of consciousness, it's already done. Let me give you a practical way to apply this understanding. Tonight, as you lie in bed preparing for sleep, I want you to do this. Feel as though you are lying in the bed of your dream home. If wealth is your desire, feel the luxurious sheets against your skin. If it's a loving relationship you seek, Feel the warmth of your beloved next to you. Engage all your senses in this imaginal act. Hear the sounds of your ideal environment. Smell the scents associated with your desire fulfilled. Let every detail of your wish for life surround you as you drift off to sleep. You see, the state akin to sleep is when your subconscious mind is most receptive. By falling asleep in the state of your wish fulfilled, you're imprinting that reality deeply into your subconscious. You're tuning yourself to the frequency of your desire. Do this night after night, and you'll find your daytime thoughts and actions naturally aligning with this new reality. You'll start to notice opportunities you might have missed before. You'll feel inspired to take actions that lead you closer to your desire. And most importantly, you'll carry the feeling of your wish fulfilled with you throughout your day. This feeling is crucial. It's not enough to simply visualize what you want. You must feel it. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the gratitude of already having what you desire. This feeling is the secret that speeds up your manifestations. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't understand words like want, wish, or have. It only understands the language of feeling. When you consistently feel as though you already have what you desire, your subconscious accepts it as reality and goes to work making it so in your outer world. Now I want to address something that often comes up as people start applying these principles. They wonder, if I'm living in the end, feeling as though I already have what I desire, won't that make me complacent? Won't it stop me from taking action towards my goals? This is a common misconception, but nothing could be further from the truth. When you truly embody the state of your wish fulfilled, you'll find yourself naturally inspired to take the right actions. These actions won't feel like hard work or struggle. They'll feel natural, even inevitable. You see, by living in the end, you're aligning yourself with a version of you who already has what you desire. And that version of you would naturally take certain actions, have certain habits, make certain choices. As you embody that state, those actions, habits, and choices will come to you effortlessly. Now let's talk about the importance of self-concept in speeding up your manifestations. Your self-concept is the sum total of all your beliefs about yourself. It's the story you tell yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and what you deserve. Many people struggle with manifesting because their desire conflicts with their self-concept. They might desire wealth, but deep down believe they're not worthy of abundance. They might want a loving relationship, but subconsciously feel unlovable. To manifest quickly, your self-concept must align with your desire. You must see yourself as the kind of person who naturally has what you want. This goes beyond just visualizing yourself having your desire. It's about becoming, in consciousness, the person who already has it. If wealth is your desire, you must embody the consciousness of a wealthy person. How does a wealthy person think? How do they make decisions? How do they view money? Embody these traits in your daily life. If it's a loving relationship you seek, embody the consciousness of someone who is deeply loved and cherished. How does such a person carry themselves? How do they interact with others? How do they treat themselves? As you align your self-concept with your desire, you'll find your manifestations accelerating. Because now you're not trying to get something that feels foreign or out of reach. You're simply expressing what feels natural and inherent to who you are. This is why I often say that revision of your self-concept is the highest form of revision. As you revise your concept of self, as you choose to embody a new state of consciousness, your entire world must shift to reflect this new you.